It's been now more than a week since a crash and fire destroyed an apartment complex in Fall River on New Year's Day.
80 people were left without a home after a 72-year-old woman crashed into the complex. Both the driver and the passenger in the car died. 7 firefighters were also taken to the hospital. And tonight we're hearing from the president of the Fall River Firefighters Union about how crews attacked the fire that day and how they're making changes for any future fires like this one. Eyewitness News reporter Caroline Goggin joins us from Fall River with more details.
Fall River Firefighter Union President Jason Burns tells me that fighting the fire here at the Four Winds Apartments was like fighting fires at 12 triple-deckers at once. He calls this a historic fire, one that reduced 80 lives to rubble. It was a recipe for disaster, the perfect storm.
You had a car into a building, which we often have cars that hit buildings. This car happened to sever a main gas line, so it was a gas-fed fire. You know, it was a holiday. You had a lot of people there. You had 85 people to get out of the building. There were so many things that happened that I think it wore guys thin because they had to keep coming up with a new plan.
When fire broke out at this Fall River apartment complex on New Year's Day, firefighter Jason Burns wasn't at work. He turned the scanner on and he heard the call.
You can hear it in guys' voices. You just know.
He arrived to the scene not knowing there would be almost 2 days of work ahead.
Day one, it was just grunt and bear it. Everybody was down there. Everybody was working hard.
Burns says they attempted an interior attack, but a firefighter fell through the floor. So they kept water on the building and waited for the flames to rise, which they did that night.
And really the only way we knew it was going to officially be put out was by having that excavator come in and start ripping down the walls, and he'd grab a whole bunch of the debris while we're spraying it down. And that's generally how that area was put out.
Burns says more than 100 firefighters were at this scene over the course of 2 days. 10 of them were taken to the hospital, mostly for smoke inhalation.
We were down there for probably 35 hours, so that entire time, people are just, breathing that in. It wasn't good.
He says crews have been discussing what worked and what didn't as they battled this massive blaze, telling us they've discussed changes to be made with operations and communication moving forward.
We're going to learn, we're going to teach, we're going to coach, we're going to mentor, and we're going to make sure that doesn't happen again, or we're going to go down trying.
Burns also tells me that part of the conversation right now is trying to strengthen the firefighters' radio signal in this area of the North End. Meantime, the community continues to rally around the 80 people who were displaced by last week's fire. If you'd like to help them, just head to our website, WPRI.com. Reporting in Fall River, I'm Caroline Goggin, Eyewitness News.